we talk about the founding of America, it was founded by European colonizers, built on the backs of enslaved Africans and on the genocide of indigenous people.
Many people have not been laughing at your video, particularly at phrases like "vote for me so we can kick every dirty Muslim out of Texas."
The person who shot Charlie Kirk, it's white. People who shoot up schools on a regular basis. And we have the common sense to say we deal with these people individually. This is not reflective of the white community in America.
I want to hop into another Piers Morgan panel, this one covering the Trump administration's racist and bigoted attacks and remarks towards Somalians and other foreigners in this country. If you can, take a moment, leave us a like on the video. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers, and let's get right to the breakdown with some fact checks where needed.
We know this stuff pretty well when it's committed by people domestically. The overwhelming majority of mass shootings that occur in the United States are committed by white people. The person who shot Charlie Kirk, it's white. People who shoot up schools on a regular basis. And we have the common sense to say we deal with these people individually. This is not reflective of the white community in America, and it doesn't mean that we have to take measures against the white community in the United States. We say what mental health factors, what ideological motivations. We deal with it with a level of nuance that makes sense. And we have an administration that simply traffics in bigotry. And so when you have an act of violence committed, in this case, the guy from Afghanistan, he was a recruit for CIA death squads in Afghanistan. That's the operative point. It's the death squads part that makes people more inclined towards violence and makes them a risk, not the fact that he's Afghan. And to then take this particular incident and to generalize it about what threat Afghans might be posing or what threats Somalis might be posing or Muslims or whatever, that is bigotry 101.
I've beat this exact point to death, so I won't repeat myself too much again, but I think Omar has a very good angle in how he's addressing it. This man was a part of the CIA in death squads in Afghanistan. He also obviously would have taken part firsthand in the Bush-led occupation and the killings we did for 20 years there. Who knows what else he could have witnessed. To gloss over this as if that's some minor detail, but instead focus on his ethnicity and the culture, is showing where your motives lie. Everything's gonna come back to race or ethnicity for you, probably for nefarious reasons, and you're forming your opinions on people based off of that. And for Trump, he's very verbal about what this means to him. To him, those who come from countries that he views as trash are trash, thus do not deserve rights or status in a white man's country.
Many people have not been laughing at your video, particularly at phrases like "vote for me so we can kick every dirty Muslim out of Texas."
Piers, the United States and England was built by white Christian men that follow Jesus Christ, not by a bunch of Mohammeds. So let's get that cleared out right away.
Right, you haven't answered my question. Why do you, if it was the other way around, you would be rightly outraged. Why do you think it's acceptable as somebody running for office in the United States to be so blatantly... Why would you be so blatantly hateful towards one group of people?
You call it hateful and bigotry and racist and all of that garbage. I call it the truth. America is a Christian nation. These Muslims come to Christian nations, burn our churches, rape our women, shoot our American soldiers point blank, killing one of them in broad daylight, then chanting Allahu Akbar.
This is a leading Republican candidate, by the way, just to show you how accepted and normalized racism and bigotry is on the right among the Christian party, right? America is not a Christian nation, thank the Lord for that, or women just like her would not be able to run for Congress at all. She takes that for granted, of course. One of the beauties of America is our freedom of expression, that we don't have to worry about one candidate or a majority holding a view and winning an election that then leaves us subjected to having to hide a core part of our identity or being lesser than because of a core part of our identity, like our religion, our culture, our ethnicity, so on, that, you know, an atheist can't become president and outlaw all religion in churches, or a Muslim Christianity the way that many Christians wish to do Islam. The entitlement, though, it's the moral high ground, the moral pretentiousness from people whose book justified slavery, whose religion has a problem with pedophile priests, right, who justified the Crusades and Spanish Inquisition to this day, is unfounded madness.
America wasn't founded by grabbing a bunch of dudes from other countries, bringing them here, giving them free apartments and welfare. It was by people who wanted to escape religious persecution, and they started building things, not just coming here getting handouts. I mean, you know, I've been a lot of places and I've seen a lot of people, and I mean, some of the most welcoming people I've met were in a war zone in Ramadi. Like, I've seen it, and you can't just say these people bad, these people good. The conversations need to be had, but again, you need to be realistic. And as soon as the truth is told and you don't like it, you just say racist. You're not going to build anything up.
Let's talk about the truth here, Piers. I got to jump in here. When we talk about the founding of America, it was founded by European colonizers, built on the backs of enslaved Africans and on the genocide of indigenous people. To claim that it wasn't, you know, just free handout, it literally was. The Homestead Act, which was finally repealed in 1987, gave hundreds of millions of acres of free land to white European immigrants while denying them to the descendants of enslaved Africans.
This part was probably my favorite. I mean, it was a slam dunk, but also because this really boils down how it is for so many people on the right. All the handouts that I get, or all the handouts that have helped me or my family throughout history and generations, well, those are fine and justified because of this and that. And the fact that people were systematically left out of those same handouts on the basis of race, well, that doesn't need to be rectified. And I also do not have privilege for not having this be my experience or the experience of my family, but whoa! Handouts for other people? No, we can't do that. This guy really tried to say that America was founded by people's hard work. That's insanity, right? Like, let's just not do historical revisionism. It was founded by exploiting black people's free labor, or before that, by genociding those who had been on the land before us, all to just preserve this racist idea that he's also putting forward and is saying, well, they'll just call me racist for saying the racist thing, that immigrants just come here and get handouts when they work at similar rates of U.S. citizens, pay billions into taxes, and often never access the programs that they are paying into. And yes, this is true even for undocumented immigrants. It's actually more true for undocumented immigrants who pay into things like Medicare and Social Security, and because they never even become, many of them never become citizens, but never become residents or anything, don't even get to access those at all to any extent.